Um, yeah, so last time we did the Great Hunt, which was an absolute frustrating nightmare of trial and error. It took 2 hours of real time or close to, I think about an hour and 40 minutes. Was endless save scumming, saving and loading because it really is something that unless you practice it a ton and get really good at and like know exactly what to do at all stages and a little bit lucky probably as well, like you're gonna have massive trouble with it as a player. Like in the like when this game come out, encountering that without having seen it before, you would have failed it time and time again until you kind of figured out your way around it. Um, but so I'm kind of glad to have finished that. But now we have a level which I think this is almost a joke by the developers because it's the same kind of thing. It's like get from the bottom of the map to the top of the map with a limited number of units. And I think it's actually transporting the statue that we recovered last time. So last time we got hold of an artifact, which was the statue of the god Marduk. And now we've got to take it back to Babylonia. So we're literally transporting the artifact that we had last time. But um, unlike the previous mission, which was an absolute nightmare, this one is pretty easy as long as you go the right way, which I may not because I may not remember it quite correctly. It's trivially easy and takes just a few minutes compared to the Great Hunt, which was just ridiculous. So let's just strike out. We have to get these bunch of composite bowmen. It's interesting that considering, like, I think I got an elephant archer to the end in the last level, having got the statue. I now suddenly have a bunch of composite bowmen, which I don't think we ever got hold of in the previous scenario. But hey ho, we've got the artifact, and we've got to take it up here to the north. So the straight line way would be done, as would the going up to the top left. We actually want to kind of go around to the right in a kind of loop, and anti-clockwise loop. These aren't elephant kings, but I'm killing them anyway. They would be. These are lion kings, however, so they do need to be dealt with. Actually seeing first enemy units here, but that's going to be trivially easy to take down a bunch of axemen with composite bowmen. What's so hard about the Great Hunt? What's hard about it is that you have very few units and the enemy have tons and tons of amazing siege, and you have no way of replacing your units. And your units have to go on transports that half the time they get sunk, and you have to try and get some kind of conversions that require a bit of luck. And if you don't know exactly, have a plan for all of it, it's really frustrating and trial and error. There's very little enjoyment to be had in that scenario unless you practice it to the point where you could speedrun it, and then I imagine it would be immensely satisfying. But when you it's not a mission that I've ever bothered to revisit, unlike some of the others in this game, because it's just not fun. So that's why I didn't know what I was doing. So for most of these Let's Play videos, I've actually I've approached most of them in a way where I've been able to talk about the level in advance and know what I was going to do and have a strategy for it most of the time. Not always. There have been some fails, but most of the levels I have. Great Hunt, I could remember what it looked like roughly and some of what you had to do, but for the most part I was blind, especially on the specifics of making it past certain parts. And I don't think I covered myself in glory with my gameplay either. I was very tired and I'd been streaming for a long time already when I attempted it. I probably should have left it for another day, but it was just a nightmare and ended up taking far longer than I could have ever expected. So here's the kind of brown civilization. They've got a bunch of hoplites and some bowmen. It's good to fight them from up here instead of going around the hill, the cliff, because you do get a bonus for firing down cliffs first of all, and also some of them are hoplites who are going to have to walk around. So this is the kind of best way to approach this area, but this is pretty much the only resistance I'm going to find if I go the correct way, which is basically just looping to the northwest from here. Beyond this, not many people are actually going to try and stop me. If you go the wrong way, you can blunder into armies of elephants and stuff, but I kind of know the way. I think there's an elephant army to the north and to the northeast, but as long as I kind of make a more or less beeline to the northwest now to get to that temple, Should be fine. Clearly the elephant archer's dismounted indeed. Pyrosaurus Rex, you committed, man. Watch basically all of these, right? I need to kind of GB from all these hoplites because they've got a ton of HP. Got to micro back a bit and shoot them a bit more. Don't want to get hit by them because they will do like 20 damage to crossbowmen. Like that one composite bowman still got AOA 2 on the brain after casting China v Brazil a few minutes ago. Like if they hit that composite bowman with half HP, it's probably going to die. After the Great Hunt, this just feels like such a walk in the park. I think what blows your holes in your theory that the elephant archers dismounted Pyrosaurus Rex is that we actually have ended up with 5 composite bowmen. I believe there's only the possibility to convert 4 elephant archers in that entire map before. That said, there were some enemy composite bowmen. Maybe we converted one. Maybe these Elamite, one of these is an Elamite composite bowman who kind of saw the Babylonian way and submitted to the god Marduk, and has decided to see the statue of Marduk rightfully home to Babylon. Who knows? Can't remember what's up here now between me and the temple. I don't think there's a whole lot. Like, I know if I go blunder to the northern corner, to the northeast, I'll be running into armoured elephants, and, well, probably war elephants considering this is a original Age of Empires 1 campaign. Definitely want to stay away from there, but you can see I'm basically at the temple now, and apart from going through Brownstown, pretty much unopposed. Just comes, like, again, this would have been a trial and error thing. If you go left, you probably die. You go to the top right and try and sneak around the very edge of the map, you probably die. But if you go right a bit and then just walk straight to the temple, you're going to be fine. So, as I was saying, like I mentioned the caravan level last, I think before I realised I was going to have to do the Great Hunt, I thought it was caravan next, and I was like, caravan's pretty boring and short, and it's been proven correct. But I really like the next mission. I think it's called Lord of the Euphrates. Lord of the River Euphrates. More of a random map type mission after... Oh, we didn't get a game crash then. That's nice. My game usually crashes after completing a mission. Yeah, wow, that was easy indeed. Like, you could fail it once or twice, as I said, if you went the wrong way, but once you find the way, trivial. This is more of a random map oriented scenario where I have to destroy the Assyrians and the Chaldeans to prove that I am the Lord of the River Euphrates. And basically I'm going to be attacked by an enemy to the kind of like north of my landmass, and also there will be some water to the west across which there is an enemy who will start dropping stuff off on transports, etc. after a while. I'm probably going to stay off the water myself just to kind of avoid aggroing that enemy that's over there. I'm going to put somebody on stone pretty quickly because I'll be wanting some towers here. May as well also start hunting some of those gazelles. That would actually be a better gazelle to hunt because they're close, or whatever. Guess I will probably be wanting an archery range. I think is the best troops to be using to defend against the enemies in this scenario as well. I'm gonna put that over here somewhere, since like enemies will attack from the north, but they will also come kind of around here. Already got small wall and sentry tower research. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put a wall across this area here because this forest meets the water, and that is going to be a really good strategic wall to control this area and stop the enemies from attacking me from all sides. See, red is finding me now, but let's get that wall up before they start to flood units through that area. I'm also going to start to put my towers up on the hills. It looks a bit odd the way I'm going to position them because I'm going to be basically putting them in my wood line, but the way the enemies will come and attack me, it will be pretty effective. I'm going to put up another storage bit here as well because it'll allow me to hunt some more of the gazelles that are in this area, but as well I'll be able to kind of take some gold from it. At this point I can't be quite sure how much time I'm going to have. It basically depends on when the enemy just gets annoyed and gets aggroed. When they come, they'll probably try and bash down this wall, or they might come around here, but I just kind of put several towers up in this vicinity and then get some bowmen as well, and I should be able to fend them off pretty easily, at least until the other enemy comes, because they will start dropping off cavalry and stuff like that, which will be more difficult to deal with. My tower starting to attack that village will likely incline the red player to start attacking me soon. And indeed, there we go. So, just kind of retreat from there a little bit. At this point I kind of wish I'd built a couple of troops and maybe even got another tower. But once these units kind of spread out, then I'll be able to also mob the accident pretty quickly as well. A little bit similar to some of the other games, the other missions when I've used villagers to help fight back in the early going. Look at this guy trying to build a granary to take these berries. That's bizarre. What is he trying to do? I'm trying to click on that gazelle behind the tower and it won't let me. Really difficult to click onto this stuff with this resolution, as I've remarked before. I've ridden out the first wave of attacks from the enemy to the north. I've got housed. Always getting housed on this game. Like, I never notice. Compared to AOC, where you just kind of you know you're going to get housed. Like, you know you need to build houses at certain times. You've got to build order and stuff like that. Never ever noticed on this game. I was actually having to wait to get the wood as well to build that house that I needed. Yeah, I think Babylon does have stronger walls and towers, like towers. I don't know about walls, but certainly I think they have double tower HP. I think that, like, they are considered to be a defensive civilization. I'm going to take some of these guys down here and build another storage pit in this area. And lay claim to another wood line as well. That is down here, somewhere here. Okay, there we go. Because I've run out of natural food to take, which means I need to transition to just farming. These guys all getting stuck trying to take that gazelle. I think I should just abandon that idea now and just leave that gazelle alone, because like multiple villagers have suffered from pathing problems trying to get to it. Oh, and yellow's dropping troops off on the west shore now. I'm just going to put a tower like in this sort of area just to help protect farmland as well. Looks like yellow is kind of intent on actually trying to make it to this sort of area as well, just bypassing some of my defences, and bypassing some of my farmers even. Thinking and talking and playing all at the same time is hard. I'm gonna move all these guys down here now. It's just gonna be much safer. That farm is actually gonna go down. I need to just delete it quickly. Create a sentry tower at this point. I'm gonna make it much easier to defend. I wonder if I can take on this galley with the bowman. Maybe. Should be able to force it back anyway. But I want to just get a tower on the shore which will just help to clean things up. Oh crap, a lot of cavalry. I need a stable fast. Holy cow, that is going to make a difference. That is going to mess things up a lot. I need to just run those cavalry amongst my villagers and amongst the tower because I just can't garrison my TC. That's a big deal. That's going to cause a lot of damage. Really not a lot I can do right now about that other than quickly get a stable up, but I don't have enough food because I've queued archery, bowman, and run everything away from my farms. I'm just trying to get some stone in the bank quickly and then be able to... Oh, I took cavalry instead of camel. What the hell? Fortunately, cavalry in this game seem to like get preoccupied with attacking towers once they start to be hit by them. Kind of gives you much easier chance to defend against them. But those have just done huge damage to my fledgling economy. Oh, don't destroy that tower. But this is you know, I was building up pretty peacefully, starting to seem pretty easy, and now crazy things have happened. Fortunately, camels are OP against all these cavalry units and towers, you know, doing a pretty good job against the axemen, but my population has just dropped like a stone. See your economy, it was nice knowing you, exactly. So also because I moved everyone to wood during that time, my economy is hideously out of balance at this point as well, which is pretty amusing. I might also get a temple just to convert this stuff, because it's probably going to be better because I'm floating gold and not much else. But this is a common occurrence at the start of Age of Empires 1 scenarios. Basically the AI chucks a ton of stuff at you and you kind of just have to ride it out and then you'll be fine afterwards. I would like to get cavalry armor and stuff for my camel, but like just having the economy to do stuff like that right now is out of the question. And more stuff is coming, holy crap. Pull some people off gold and just try and get an extra tower like here. And now Red's building cavalry as well. GG! Oh, there's the temple. I'm struggling to locate the temple I'd actually built then. Now the interesting thing is, like, I'm defending with cannonballs, not developing. But you know, if I was playing Age of Empires 1 right now, I wouldn't have that option. I'm playing Rise of Rome, which means I've got access to those expansion units that are really being the linchpin of my defense here, the cornerstone of it. Really don't want that. Oh, here we go. See if I can convert a cavalry unit. Yes. I really don't want that tower to go down, but I don't have any more stone once this 54 is gone. There's nothing more to mine that I know of. I don't think. Oh, actually, no, sorry, there's some here that I was missing, but it's not going to amount to much. But, you know, like, this is the point where, as I was saying, like, the AI just destroys you at the start, and then you start to feel that you've ridden out the storm. That's a kind of dodgy place to put a farm, but whatever. Guess I should replace a storage pit at this point. And once I can actually save up some food by keeping my farms working and not raided by cavalry for more than 1 second, then maybe I should get some upgrades, but right now that's proving pretty difficult. Like wheel just to make my villagers move faster and drop some stuff off would be helpful at this point. Housed again. A house life. So hoplites make perfect conversion candidates just because they're so slow. Like they're never going to get to the priest before they convert. Whoa, 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 whoa. No, that chariot is going to ruin my priest. Chariots are like the light cav of AoE1, they just destroy priests, they have conversion bonus, they have, I'm gonna get that conversion. Oh. Rip. They have like conversion resistance, and I think they do bonus damage against priests, chariots that is. But once again, I thought I was getting my economy going, and nope. No such luck. Whoa, I'm gonna lose that camel. I could be hitting it. Too many armors in the same place. I'm gonna leave this hoplite in this sort of area to. Oh, here we go. And somebody else. Somebody else wants to be getting on the party, but they're starting to send more axemen now, which are easy prey for hoplites and in particular, but also towers and everything. The only thing the hoplite has to worry about is the chariot archer will do okay damage against it. Now they're dropping off more cavalry, that's what my priests want to be getting involved with. But look at this, that's actually really clever, they're all just going over to this unprotected part. Could well be by accident, but... Please get that conversion is... yeah, nice. I swear this is the same camel sound from AoE 2. It's never occurred to me, but I think it is. This is really messy. Like, I'm going to try and put up docks somewhere just so I can stop this endless influx of transports. If I'd done that initially, like, I would have struggled because they would have had like war galleys and stuff, I think. And also it may have caused yellow to start attacking me straight away instead of a slight delay, which would have been really damaging. Now get out of there. Oh, here we go. Never-ending flood. Please convert. Yes. Here we go. I get all my units, all my conversions as your units healed. Because I don't think any of these are strong enough to go and take on that cavalry that's over there. Might even get another conversion at this point. I'm lucky. Yep. So if I can stop yellow just constantly dropping stuff off on my shoreline, then, you know, this is a good force of units to go and attack red with. But meanwhile, red is just trying to steal all the gold on the map as well. Please go away. I hope they haven't mined all this, that'd be really annoying. And the landing party is back as well. Get that camel out there. Fortunately, that tower is about to go down, and just don't have an answer to that. Cavalry actually have a bonus against infantry in this. They're a bit like cataphracts in that regard, and from AoE 2. Not the cataphract from AoE 1, that is, obviously. Because the cataphract is an AoE 1 unit, but I'm thinking of the Byzantine ones. Never-ending flood of cavalry and stuff on the front here. But I'm gradually converting them all to my cause. Although that one, unfortunately, got shot up by all the towers before it could actually be helpful. So let's go and find Yellow's dock and see if we can stop the flood of units that are being dropped off on the shoreline. And this is it. And there's the offending transport. So if I just kind of camp this area, then I shouldn't be having too many more transports dropped off on me, and can focus on getting rid of red in the north for the time being. They won't give up, and they're continually stealing all the gold. Good job they're not being clever enough to build a storage pit here, because they'd be stealing it a hell of a lot faster. I feel like I want to just park a chariot archer or something on this hill just to keep them away from it. Surprisingly, all of that is completely untouched. They're taking this, but they're not taking the stuff that their storage pit is next to. I guess I'm not going to find too much here, because they seem to keep continually just flooding me with everything they have otherwise. Not letting me put up another tower in here. It's just ridiculous. Build a forward siege workshop. Send my injured cavalry home to the priests. So, it looks like red has actually taken out much of my navy. So, time for the endless flood of transports to potentially start up again. I think I'm just going to pull cavalry out of the red base now and just heal them up and just make the siege and push be a little bit more simple. Short on the housing and needing more wood as well. But yeah, I mean, I did say it was stabilised much earlier, but I think I'm definitely at that point now where it's basically a case of just finishing it off. I was a bit premature in saying that the first time, but Red are also doing that thing as well. Like they're just sacrificing villagers for trying to send units to villages to repair buildings. Same with the dock here. Like I could just keep killing villagers for the war. Unfortunate that it works like that, but you take what you can get. Just need a stone throw now and I can start wiping them out. I keep spending my wood on ships. Who cares that the whole farm is on fire? Collect the corn. Indeed. Stone throws take a very long time to make. Not like a mangonel in Age of Empires 2. I guess it's because they're also, you know, they create buildings and they destroy buildings and units pretty equally well. Probably not so much against archers in terms of like they don't have splash damage, etc. But otherwise they're probably more powerful than a mangonel in AoE 2. I feel like got much more potential to cause damage to enemy armors, even with micro, especially because of the like collision detection in AoE 1 is very robust, as I was saying another time. It's so easy to lose your stuff to stone throwers because you can't micro as well, because like your units seem to like physically take up more space. I'm gonna need to keep up naval production because it looks like Red's doing the same, but once I destroy their doctrine, I'll be able to focus on just landing yellow. But it's interesting that like both of these enemies, red and yellow, both really keeping up ship production. Like if I stop making galleys for a while, then I'll look back and all my own galleys will have been dead. Like they seem to have been given an AI personality, which is very heavily emphasising the water in a way they don't always in other scenarios. Oh, this is the one that's almost dead. If they actually had the sense to make more docks, it would be trouble. Guess I can also build a government centre / university and think about going up. I'll replace some of these farms once that upgrade kicks in, the heavy plough. Or the plough, I think it is. Obviously they invented ploughs this early, but a heavy plough, as it is in Age of Empires 2, took them another couple of thousand years. This is the offending dock we want rid of. Not really the best place for a farm, is it? I was thinking about the value of going up, but there is actually still... Oh dear. No. Cheats. Think about the value of going up, but there is still actually quite a lot of gold in the map, because I don't think they are actually trying to mine that gold that they have at the top. AoE 1 food so low. I don't know what that means. AoE 1 stone looks more like stone indeed. Popcorn farm if it's on fire. Yeah, I feel like Babylon is pretty lackluster. Like they don't have much going for them. I was saying before, the civilizations in AoE 1, they are kind of like the tech trees are restrictive rather than AoE 2, where like civilizations, like they have units that they can't make and upgrades that they can't do, etc. But like most civs can make most units to at least some degree. Like they might not get the full upgrade of a unit, or they might miss one of the blacksmith upgrades for it, and that is pretty decisive at a high level of play. But in AoE 1, like the Greek archer range, for example, they can make a tool age bowman, and that's it. They can't make improved bowmen, composite bowmen, horse archers, chariot archers, elephant archers. Like they can't do any of that stuff. They literally get the equivalent of a feudal age archer, and that's it. Really restrictive, and it makes for very heavily defined styles of play for each civilization, I feel. Like, if you're a civilization, you have to use the stuff that the developers are saying, like, this is the kind of civilization you are. You can't just be like, oh, I'm going to try and go archers as Greeks, because it just does not work. Oh. I don't know how much I'm going to get away with this, but whatever. It's luring all the cavalry to the shore. So you see them like, I mean, I guess it's like Aztecs don't get galleon, but I don't get trireme, we don't get catapult trireme, and then like other stuff that the Babylonians have, it's just weak. And it's annoying in the Babylonian campaign because not getting trireme is a really, really big miss. It makes it very, very difficult to complete some of these scenarios. Well, I'm perhaps overestimating it, but you get my point. Like, triremes are really, really important in some of these scenarios because they can do so much damage from the water, and you just don't get them as the Babylonians, which is like the developer's way of just turning up the difficulty when you think trireme would be kind of a standard thing to actually get. Sorry guys, just had to switch out for a moment. You could do more gold considering I'm hoping to go with those gold units, but what the hell. Not a big deal. This is an interesting technology actually, because it makes the gold mines actually last longer, kind of like the Mayans bonus in AoE 2. Means to do this for a long time, put a TC up here. That's gonna get shot, isn't it? Get hit. Or it is, isn't it? He's jumped that stone through onto the second, but it's really lured them out. Pretty useful. It's really like stuck in the poor hornet's nest. That's an insane amount of damage that they're able to do to me there. Like, they've just got so much stuff. So the tower gone down as well. My economy is really weak at the moment, like I don't have enough villagers working on useful stuff. And now I'm going towards hoplites and they're adding in a ton of archer units, which is pretty clever of them actually. I don't know if it's something that they're being like reacting to intelligently or whether it's just accident, but that is the weakness of those hoplites. As with a lot of things though in Age of Empires 1, the answer is often towers. Not really optimistic for my chances of getting that second one up there. And then these ships are getting torn up by chariot archers. I mentioned before, the lack of piercing armor on ships is really annoying. And this tower is not going to go up. I really need to fix my economy at this some point because I just kind of let stuff go idle and not be gathering very optimally over here and stuff because I'm so far away from the actual drop-off buildings. Distraction that that tower is causing has been really effective though. I should have dodged that, I didn't notice it was actually going towards the stone throw. Might as well go horse archers instead of chariot archers because I've got the gold. You know, there's no point in saving it. Should have got this long ago. Extra range. Pretty much a case of mopping up now. Yellow seems to have run out of steam. Let's take some horse archers and go and see what we can find. Looks like they don't really have anything down here. wonder if I will need to destroy the storage bit. I'll just do a stone throw at home to deal with it. 'Cause that attempt by the villagers to destroy the club, to destroy the tower, they must be feeling pretty desperate at this point. Need wood, but there are no trees. Well, click on one randomly. Some is better than nothing. Unfortunately, it looks like I'm probably going to have to go with the complete and utter total destruction route. Saying previously that the lack of like the computer's ability to realise that it's actually lost, and also even like random map conquest victory isn't in effect here, so it's not like houses don't keep you alive. Literally, as long as they've got a house left, they're still in. Probably actually go on fast speed here. It's going to make things much quicker. No point in wasting this time because we've got Nineveh coming up, which is a very difficult level actually. Again, the start is everything, but it will require some luck. It's not going to be a great hunt like, but I can't imagine I'll be pulling it off first time or even second or third time. Like those first few minutes are absolutely pivotal in Nineveh. And that's going to be the last one to finish off the Babylonian campaign to end the stream tonight, but it could be a long one. Yeah, I'm being lazy not making enough siege, am I? You're right, should really be doing it. I'm kind of sitting here on autopilot here because I'm kind of tired, but you're right, speed things along. Any trees left to take on this island? Looks like that one's been actually used up. Try and wake up from my slumber and end this a little bit quicker. Right, we're done. That was pretty interesting at the start, and then it kind of tails off, which is the kind of ratio, or the way things are with AoE 1 actually on hardest in general. As I keep saying, it's the start that you have to negotiate, and then it's a case of mopping up in most cases, unless there are kind of special conditions imposed on the scenarios. We're going to do Nineveh in just a moment. I'm going to take like 1 or 2 minute break before I prepare for that, because it will be probably a long stretch of gameplay after that. So I'll be back in just a moment, guys.